Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Maple Bacon here. We're back in our game, Race to 500k or Speedrun to $500,000. In the last video, I just got right up to the World Wars. I just started the era and then I ended the video. So we're right here and we're going to start. But now that we're in the World Wars, we can do quite a few other things. Right off the bat, 2 open jobs, 1 unemployed. That's fine. That's looking pretty good. These stats, obviously, we're at 80% happiness, which is extremely high. Right off the bat, I'm going to put down clinic. We're going to need that. We're going to put down a clinic. And we need to get more money flowing here. Another thing that I would highly suggest everybody does is when you get to this point, if you are using a lot of plantations, you're going to want to turn agricultural
In the
subsidies
wake
on,
of the news that we have
because it
now
is
reached a
definitely
population of
worth it.
100, I just want to say I am heartbroken
So I'll put
that
that
there are
on,
at least
and then
2
all of
people on
these
the island who
plantations will have
still haven't made their way to the Jolly
a
Roger.
50
You make me
plus,
sad, you two. Don't you love me?
50 plus for all of them. So it makes a huge difference, and it only cost I think $600 a month. Yeah. So I'm definitely, obviously,
Great
I'm
news!
making that
We
way back.
found out how to use the muskets the Crown sent us. Apparently, all you have to do is pull the trigger.
Okay. The other thing we're gonna do, see, okay, this is all fine.
Mr. President.
So steel. Steel is probably what I'd want to get onto. But I can't get into steel right now because I don't have the steel technology or anything. So what am I gonna do? You gotta find a way to make more money. I'm gonna check my boats. Don't have any. No, I don't have anything. What I would like to do is start a tobacco, or well, a cigarette factory or cigar factory, because that's the choice that I did. So I have 4 tobacco farms right here. So I'm gonna put the tobacco factory, where should I put it? Probably right here would be a pretty good spot actually. Or, well, since these are all sitting right here anyways, I'll put it right beside them, and it requires less transportation. And we'll put a Teamster's office. Usually I'll put a Teamster's office beside each factory. So you're going to want to have 1 for each factory. Clinic, I will max this out, but nobody's working there right now anyways. So now we're sitting at a crisp minus $7,000. That's fine though, because once this cigar factory is built, then we'll be making tons of money. So now we're just going to cut back when this is built. tobacco or cigar factory is built. Once I have the money, I'll get conditioned dryers because they'll use less raw materials to create the same product. Now I will take this financer here. I'll take him off this farm and I'll put him in here. It'll be more useful in here. The only thing is we need tons of people to work here, so I'm just going to hire the whole 9 yards right off the bat because it will return very quickly once that factory starts actually pushing stuff out. It will be worth it. Teamster's office, we'll max that out here and we'll hire some people. We're having a problem with people not working or not having enough people to work rather. This is fine, I guess. We'll leave this. Yeah.
We, the leaders.
Oh. Usually this is the time where you'll have the most trouble, and what you do at this state will affect how quickly you can get your money flowing in by quite a bit. Unemployed 13. Okay, perfect, because they can go work at my new jobs that I'll put down. So since we have a little bit of space here, see what would I like to do. Probably what I will do is get a high school down because I need my people to go to school so that way they have education. For example, the cigar factory, it needs only high school people, so that is a little bit of a problem if you don't have high school people. And now we're up to 1,200 profit, or not 1,200, 12 or 1,200 profit. Not too bad. What we might do to try to get some quick cash would be the gold mine. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to put a new dock down. I will check what everybody's looking at. Output 1,500. 15.
I can see Tropico is becoming the tropical paradise
Okay.
it is supposed to be. More and more people are abandoning the
I need
hustle
to turn
and
this down
bustle
a
of
bit.
city life to settle in shacks and live as one with nature. Right on, people. The beach is big enough for everyone, and my bar works 24/7
What the
to
problem
satisfy
is
all
people
your
aren't,
worldly needs.
or the companies aren't actually able to get their materials out. You can see on the bottom of this screen, you can see the output: 1,200, 1,500, 700, 700. That means they're stockpiling it, and eventually they'll come to the point where they have 4,000 and they're not pushing any out. So at that point, you will build a Teamster's office and start cranking all the materials out. So I can see obviously there's a gridlock here because I have all these different things right on this road, which is a little bit problematic, to be honest. Is pretty problematic. The way I designed it was a little bit of maybe not the best design here. What I probably would do, we'll leave for now because it's not too bad.
We have invented red tape. It goes well with everything, and there is no limit to this stuff.
Red tape, yeah, okay. And look at that, 20,000 right off the bat. We're starting to crank out all these resources. We'll put another dock down over. What we'll do, we'll explore the island over here. I'm gonna put a dock over here because we don't want to be moving resources farther than we really have to, and then create the gridlock problem with resources. So I'll put a, thinking about putting a gold mine down. I think the gold, you can make jewelry with it a little bit later, but it's questionably useful because it costs so much to get it going, and the return on investment is not exactly amazing, so we won't really worry about that too much. Will increase these here in the hospital. We want to have that maxed out. Grocery, need to put that on there. Community aid. Library, creates more profits. Personal death squad here. Machine guns on our guard towers, because you never know if you're going to get attacked, right? You definitely don't want to be caught off guard. And we'll put down this road here, from here. Get that. And the other thing we're going to do is put a dock over here, because we want to start pumping out resources from different parts of the island to try to create a little bit more diversity in the roadways and decrease gridlock. So once that gets down, we should be seeing an increase in profit, considering this boat might not be keeping up with the resources we're pushing out. Yeah, so we're still a little bit behind on a couple places, not too bad though. So, everybody's happy? Yes, very happy. Crime safety is quite low. Entertainment could use some work, and housing, religion. For now, I'll leave it because they're still sitting at 74%. That's not exactly a huge problem. This mine will also create
Presidente.
a lot of profits. Okay, we're gonna start making all these. Just put down all these. Okay, our second dock is down. Perfect. What's our jobs looking like? Unemployed 7, open jobs 4. It's not too bad. We're kind of relying on the cigar factory to start to get the profits kick-started, and then we can start getting into better things like the steel. The library will be getting us a little bit of research. The steel mill, we're coming close. It's going to be a couple years in game until I get to that. And I don't see any coal or iron nearby. We'll have to see.
Tropicans await elections next year.
Okay, we got to get voted in.
Mr. President, the world has changed.
2 different industries on the island. Think about rum distillery wouldn't be too bad, but it's not amazing either.
Mr. President, according...
We might go for that actually. Rum distillery. Yeah, there's a lot of good ground up here for sugar. So I think that will be our next industry, will be rum actually. We'll put down 3 plantations. 3 plantations, and then we'll put down the rum distillery once these are all built and running. We'll put that rum distillery down here by the dock. Also connect these roads. Not sure if anybody would want to take them, but just in case anybody wants to take them, it's good to have extra ways for people to travel around. $32,000, not too bad. Unemployed 15. Okay, once these are down, those will all be fixed. The construction is a little bit slow. We could put a construction place somewhere around here, since we'll be expanding this way more than likely, more than the other way. So put one here, quick build that. Cheaper than quick building all those other places. Then that'll fill in my jobs as well. Okay, open jobs 10, unemployed 9, that's fine. How's the school doing? 3 out of 15, okay, some people are in school. Not looking too
Mr.
bad.
President, I see.
Build new high school, I already built
Mr.
the school,
President,
so I can't do that. I'm not building another school right now, that wouldn't make sense. Not this early, you don't want to have to. Max out budget. And then you want to put fertilization, fiber fertilization on all these. So that way they're all built quicker. There we go. So they have their own upgrades to each other. Fiber fertilization. They help each other out. This actually might reach over here. Fiber fertilization, yeah. That's awesome. And now that we have been cranking out all of this sugar, we're gonna buy some workers at these places because we're not running enough people right now. We're not having enough people in our Tropico. Buy a couple. Later on, you don't really end up having to do that as much. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna build a rum distillery right on this side actually. We'll build it. I don't want to build it too close that I'm creating any problems, so I'll put it right here, and then I'll put a Teamster's office right beside that. Right there. Those will build quite quickly since I have 2 construction buildings going.
A glorious invention.
Yeah, see, this seems to be a little problematic with these workers getting stuck here. Not too bad though.
We have an opportunity to influence.
No election fraud, we're way ahead. Check if there's any managers that we have. No, no new managers.
Cash flow has
Cheap
increased.
iron, probably. I don't need it right now anyways.
The election results are...
We won the election. Consumes less resources. Oh, did I ever put that on here? No, I did not. Consumes less resources. That's perfect. So we're sitting at 1,200 per month. It's not bad. It's not huge. See where our rum gets us as far as profits. We should be pulling in quite a bit of money now. 25,000. We can also look at the money that's coming in, revenue, and see what's really getting us. So obviously top export is tobacco right now, but at some point it will change. Okay. Anything else that we should... Census, sometimes I'll do that. I'll probably do urban development. That's for houses. Then I'll come over here and I'll smash a bunch of regular houses down. Makes them 50% of their price. So we're going to want to put a bunch of houses down because we're at 250 people. And probably a lot of people are homeless now. So we want to keep on top of that because we need to keep people happy. That should be fine. All those houses. See, if you look there, you can see that this house is actually creating profit, which is kind of funny, but it does create profit. Sometimes I'll max out budget here, but you don't want to put it here because then they need to be well off. You want them to only have to be poor, so I'll leave it there. And then change them all to that. Okay, rum distillery is going where it's sitting at 1,400 per month. That's not too bad.
That's one huge wave, President.
Oh, there's a big wave coming for us. Now we're gonna get all our buildings destroyed. Does happen.
We're alive, Presidente. I didn't think we were going to survive
They
that
sent us
humongous...
$0. Well, I don't think any of my buildings were destroyed, so that's
Guys
fine.
and
Perfect.
girls, where are you going?
That's
The
awesome.
war has the price.
Build a steel mill. Yes, I will soon. What I need to do once here it is, dry lock gets unlocked, then I'll be able to explore the whole map without having any gray areas. So something that would be nice is if I could get some more research going. So I'm gonna put an observatory. I'd like to put it on high ground because you get a boost. It's too far from road network. Too far from road network. Can I build roads up to that? Yes, I can. That's perfect. So we'll put a road network. Oh, I gotta demolish that. Not sitting right. Not sitting right. The reason that I am putting a observatory is because it does create a lot of research, and if I put it on high ground I get a boost, and there is high ground here, so it seems like a good idea in this case. We're not doing too bad. We should check if there's any export buffs. It's all pineapples, milk, corn, bananas, nothing really. I do have pineapples, but most of them are probably being used up. We'll put it on anyways because I'm not sure how many I am exporting right now.
Presidente, I hear...
Constitution unlocked. Okay. We will... Mandatory elections happen more often and no uprisings. Usually I'll actually opt in for that because if you can keep people under control, then you don't have uprisings. You just have to make sure you're always above 50%. I'll leave that. Immigrants Nation, you definitely want that in the beginning of the game because you want people to come in. But once you get a little further, you want to switch it so they're educated, otherwise you're going to be having a problem with too many uneducated citizens. And then you're going to have to put like 1,000,000 schools down, and it ends up being a huge problem once you get later into the game. So you want to watch out for that. So this observatory is almost done, 78%. We're sitting at 40 grand right now. Sovereign debt. I'm not sure why it says I owe them 10,000, so I'll pay them back.
Fiesta time,
I never borrowed any,
Tropico!
but I think it's
Come over
automatic.
to the Jolly Roger and celebrate the bright future ahead of us as a nation. Tonight, the future is paying the tab.
So we're sitting at about 3-4 from dry lock unlocked. I don't have any workers to come here. Is that what we're... I'll buy some because I don't have a university down right now, and I'm not sure if I want to put one down yet. Entertainment's quite low. Crime safety is very low, and so is religion. I'm going to modernize all country houses, and then put down what was really low. Religion was very low, so we'll put a church down. Here. The other thing that was very low was entertainment. We'll put down a restaurant because you don't have to be rich to go to the restaurant, so it does help. Put that down right here. Quick build that because we need people to stay happy. Because I have the settings on, so we're gonna have an election like every year, which is fine. This is creating 162 points of research, and this is only creating 81, so it's double. This costs 160, this costs 320, so yeah, it is pretty much the exact same. Actually, 3 people are creating
I am so glad that
81,
there is a new church on the island.
and 4
Jesus
people
taught
are
us
creating
many important things like surfing and turn the other cheek. I often disregard
the
that
other
last rule
one
and punch the guy
is
instead, but I always feel guilty afterwards.
no, the other one's actually more expensive. Each person creates 40 RP here because yeah, I have 4 people for 160, but each person here only creates 23 RP. No, not 23. 26.
Presidente.
Okay.
We discovered the tank.
That's fine. As long as the research points are coming in, then I'm happy. And the money too, that's the biggest thing. I want the money coming in, that's the point. We could put down an embassy maybe. And yeah, that might help. Start getting some relations going with the other countries. I like to put all the embassies together. So I'll put down 2 embassies here. Once we can put the banks down, that'll be a big win too, because what it is once you have money, the banks create money off of your money, like interest. So it's good because all you have to do is have money and you're getting money for free. So that's a very good thing in this game too, because it's unlimited. You can't run out of that unless you run out of money. Not looking too bad. One of these MCs built already. We'll join the Allies or the Axis. I wonder which one would be the best one. Probably the Allies. I'll join them for now. Yeah, okay. We're sitting at 90 cordial. That's good. This is built.
Here is our latest scientific.
And then we'll join the Axis as well. So we want to join with both of them.
Well, hello there, old pal.
Export
Time
2000
to show
brute.
the other world leaders who is the best
Build a
presidente.
military. Might do that.
Well,
The
hello.
war has the price. Mr. President, according to my...
Build a luxury building. Not a bad idea. Unemployed. Okay, I guess I can afford to do that. Wealthy, cultural. I'll do the opera house because children can't go to the other one. This one might be a little better. We'll put it here. Yeah, it's kind of an odd spot, but I'll put it there.
Time to show.
Export
Well,
fruit.
well.
Not doing bad. need to get to the Cold War. Once we unlock Dry Lock, I believe we get to the Cold War. 4 months to Dry Lock completion.